Yo, we back for another video, and you know who it is. It's J Hood. Like, comment, subscribe, and all praise to the Most High. So y'all know I'm a work in progress. Y'all know I make mistakes. No man is without them. You know I be set back. There be a lot of stuff going on, and I admit I have an anger problem, but I am trying. I am really trying, and I really want to do better, and I want to be better, and I really like to help people. So I said free Dirk in a few of my videos, and I said people was like, dang, free Dirk with all the blood on his hands. And my only response to that is, man, isn't Islam and isn't the world so lovely? And I'm so happy that I know my God, and I know there's only one God, and God let me know my place, and it's not my place to judge another man. So I know it's not my place to judge Dirk. So I'm not going to judge Dirk. I'm just going to say free that man. Another thing, I made a video about Tiny Dro. They called in, and it was causing a lot of controversy on the prison yard. So I took it down. But everything I said in that video was true. Everything. And if anybody know his sister, you can please tell her to reach out to me, because I would love to have her story told. Well, I know his sister. I just need to get in contact with his sister. I'm going to get in contact with his sister, and then we going to, rerun that content. But let's jump right into the video. All right, so in the comments, I asked people, I made a post and said, what should I talk about? And somebody recommended my first time in the LA County Jail. And I'm like, I really don't want to be too violent and keep talking about the negativity, especially when I was in that mode. But it was a learning experience, and I would love for people to tune in with me and learn from my first experience. So, first time in the LA County Jail. All right, so look, my first time in the LA County Jail, I went to jail because me and my brother Kano, SIP, we was breaking into some shit, and the police pulled up, and they took us to jail. Right? So we're going through processing. But I already been in juvenile hall, so I'm banging on everything. Where niggas from? Like, you feel me? Where niggas from? I'm dissing enemies. I'm doing the most. I'm banged out, right? I just remember it was this Hispanic named Ruben. I went to middle school with, elementary school with, high school with, but he was from, I think he was from G13, Gordina 13. And that's my boy on the streets. Like, you feel me? We fresh 18. So we chopping it up the whole processing. While we getting through processing, we talking to all the Hispanics. Soon as we got through processing, and it got time for us to get sent to regular housing, the Mexicans stopped talking to us. Like, act like they didn't know us. And I'm like, what the fuck? Ruben tried to keep talking to me, but the older Hispanics told him, like, hey, come over here. Like, they stopped talking to him. Stop talking to that Moreno. And I'm like, what the fuck? It tripped me out. I later found out that because of the politics, we can be cool, but they don't want to basically overstep their boundaries and they can get in trouble, you know? So it's crazy how you can grow up with another race and just because you black, he act like he don't know you right after processing. Right after processing, acting like he do not know you at all. It's crazy. But all right, so boom. We go through processing. They send me to the county. Boom, they send me to MCJ. Once they sent me to MCJ, I think I went to like 47. I went to 47, right? When I went there, I remember it was a nigga named Gooch from 190 in there. But he wasn't in my cell. He was a couple of cells down. So as soon as I hit the tier, they like, hey, where you from? I'm like, Baby J Hood, Stevenson Village. They like, oh, yep. I'm like, I got some enemies here. They like, yup, it's East Coast is here. I'm like, all right, it's like, where I squabble? Like, I'm ready to squabble. They like, all right. I'm like, how many fades do I got? Because I'm already hearing stories from the homies. Like, you feel me? They give niggas 4 or 5 fades. And I'm going to the county jail around the time it's East Max. All right. So they like, well, you would get your fades in the morning. But mind you, I'm in processing for like 3-4 days. This was when the processing took forever. So I'm tired. So I'm like, man, can I just get my fades out? Y'all can't just get my fades out the way now. They're like, nah, you get your fades in the morning. So I go to sleep. I wake up, it's the police tapping me. The police telling me like, hey, roll your stuff up. You're on the Wayside. So I didn't even know what Wayside was. I'm like, dang. So I get up, they escort me to where I'm going. They escort me. I go through I go down to IRC and I go to the court tanks. When I go to the court tank, this is my first LA County Jail experience. I hear, ooh, he fine. Ooh, come here, daddy. And I'm like, ooh, shit, what's happening? Mind you, I'm walking around, right? So I really can't see. All I hear is the girls, which I'm thinking is the girls, right? They're like, come here, daddy, come here. I'm like, who is that? And I walk by real fast and I see somebody with some titties, right? And then I walk by, I'm like, ooh. And I'm about to turn around and go in the court tank. I'm about to go in there. And then some older dude, I don't remember where he was from. But he said, no, those not girls. I'm like, what? They're like, those not girls. And he grabbed me, and he's like, come on, trust me. That's not what you want. You don't want that. They selling sausage. I'm like, they selling sausage, right? And he keep pulling me, and he put me inside the other court tank. And he explained to me that those was powder blues, and the powder blues are the homosexuals. And I'm like, whoa, they almost got me. I would have been inside the court tank with all of them boys and not knew what was going on, you know? So good looking out, OG, because I do not play them games, not at all. I don't got no problem with them people, but it's just, you know, I don't do that. I got no problem with them people at all, but that's just not my preference. I like women. I'm a God-fearing man. Boom, so I go to the Wayside. and I go to Supermax. When I'm in the Supermax, I'm in there with Milo Scooby, my boy Infiltrate Soldier, rest in peace, Brent, that's my brother, rest in peace, long live that man. Tiny Max, not Baby Max, Tiny Max, the Mexican with long hair, Fabian, that's my loc. 7'4", he got all the tattoos right here, Fabian Nunez. And another dude named Lomac from Raymond, but not the one that be podcasting, not the bully. a different one. And I think I was in there with Mo from East Coast, but not, I don't remember which Mo. It was a dark skinned one. He my boy though. I don't remember which Mo he is, but he my boy though. He good people stuff. So we all up in there. We in there, and we all fresh. Like we all young niggas. So we getting the rules of the dorm down. We getting the rules of the dorm down. I'm like, so all right. So oh no, I missed the part. So when I come inside the dorm, a nigga, I come in there with my mat rolled up in my bag, and the blacks meet me at the door, right? So it's a light-skinned nigga, gang of tattoos on his face. He comes to my door, right? I walk right there. He helped me take my property, my mat, to what's it called, to my bed area. And he like, where you from? I'm like, I'm Jay Hood, I'm from Stevenson Village. And the nigga, he put his hand back. He like, I'm from East Coast 1-0. They call me PK. I put my hand back. I'm like, I put my pants up, I'm about to squab. He got my motherfucking property bag in his hand. He dropped it, like, boom, drop it like I had shit on my, like, boom. He like, East Coast, we gonna get down. I'm like, yep, easy code, we gonna get down. Stevenson, we gonna squab. Boom, then the homie 40 Fresh from Avalon came. He got a gang of tattoos on his face too. 40 Fresh cut from Avalon. We chopping it up. I'm like, yeah, cuz when niggas gonna squabble at, like, ooh. I'm like, hey, see any more enemies in here? He like, nah, cuz, like, it's just him. He like, but there's some neighborhoods in here. I'm like, all right, but you feel me? I ain't worried about that. At this time, I'm so young, I'm really like Carson. You feel me? I'm used to just gang banging in Carson, even though I grew up with the Hoovers. I really don't know the politics like that. You feel me? And social media wasn't big like that, how it is now, so you just don't know the politics. So he like, yeah, but it's like neighborhoods in here. I'm like, I don't care, I'll be for these cuz. He like, nah, like you might have to catch, after you squabble cuz, you might have to squabble with the neighborhood niggas, catch his back fat. I'm like, why? He like, that's just how it is. I'm only in that door for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. They come get me and take me to East Max. So mind you, I'm just saying, I was housed in all these different places in a minimum of 3 days. That's how the county jail used to be. You never, ever got a peace of mind until you get to your permanent housing. So then I get the East Max. So I get the East Max, I think I was in 334, bro. The Damu dorm. When I say it was the Damu dorm, it was really the Damu dorm. As soon as I went in there, you heard whoa, whoa, so whoa, so whoa, whoa, whoa. It sounded like a B Brazy music video. Like immediately I come in there and they're like, hey, boom, East Max, you get your bag, you go in there, and then close it, boom, like a fish tank. And I remember it was a nigga from 46 neighborhood. I don't remember his name. But he like, I can't go in there. I can't go in there. And he turned around, walked off. And I'm like, what the fuck? What's that? They like bust their ass. They on Bloods. And I walk in there, nigga. So then I walk in there like, where you from? I'm like, nigga, I'm from Stevenson Village. Come see I'm baby J, Stevenson Village. Like I'm banging. And they like, nigga, why you come here? You on Bloods, nigga. Woo, woo, woo. You know where you at, nigga? You in the Beehive, blood. Woo, 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 woo. And I remember I was in processing in a different dorm. And Wayside, and Supermax with this nigga named Bear from VNG. And I remember he took his shirt off and he had a fucking bear with a crab in his mouth. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I never see that tattoo? And it was just so many eye busters. And I'm like, oh, these niggas really don't like Crips, cuz. I did not know this because I'm not used to being around Bloods. You feel me? Like, I've been around Bloods, but LA Bloods is different than Compton Pyrus and Carson Pyrus. It's just like a different energy. So now I'm just offended, cuz, like this. Boom. The homie Axel in there from Santana though. Loke, that's big bro. Dead homies, it's big bro. He like lace a nigga chucks. Teach me like right from wrong. Like made me like put my my cup, put my crippin' up the par on the dead homies. So cuz come in, he like, hey, wash your hands, fool. I'm like, we like, nigga, I'm Axel Santana. Wash your hands, cuz. Like, you just had to squat and cough right after. Yeah, so I squat, wash my hands. So while I'm in there, some Parus come over there like, hey, blood, hey, you got a problem with the pee? I'm like, what? Hey, blood, you got a problem with the pee? I'm like, I beat for center view. He like, I didn't ask you that, blood. I asked you if you got a problem with the pee. Axel walk up. Like, hey, what y'all asking my homie, cuz? They hurry up and spin off. I'm not even knowing. Axel done beat up 7 niggas in his dorm already. He done served 7 niggas in his dorm already. Dead lows. So I'm like, oh, they don't want no problem with Axel, cuz. See. Right. So, I'm in there. I'm like, yeah, he like, what they asked him? They asked me if I had a problem with the pee. Like, what you tell him? So shit, I told him I'd be for interview, but no, I really ain't got no problem with the pee. Like, no, nigga, that's not the answer, nigga. You supposed to tell him, hell yeah, nigga, you got a problem with anything, nigga, you tripping on everything. I'm like, they didn't ask me if I wanted to fight. He like, no, nigga, you supposed to tell him. I'm like, oh, all right. Like, I'm like, am I gonna get like, all right, my bad. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go tell him I need to fade. They're like, man, it's over with. That shit over with already, cuz. Like, this next time, nigga, make sure you got that energy. So actually spin off. And I'm talking to this nigga Bo from Front Hood Mafia Bo. We chopping it up. Boom, boom, boom. I see Axel over there pressing these niggas, cuz. Dead homies. Like, Compton Crib, nigga. Who, Compton Crib. And I'm just like, cuz, what the fuck if I got myself into? Nigga, it's like 100 people in this dorm. Bro, nigga, it's a gang of Damus. It's about 10 Crips, 50 Bloods, nigga. Phones, it was like 8 phones, but it was like 3 of the phones was Damu only phones. That means Crips couldn't use them phones at all. It was they dorm, so they had the priority on their phones. Then it was like phones 1, the blacks had phones 1 through, I think it was 10 phones or 12 phones. So the blacks had phones 1 through 6. Then the Bloods had phones 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the Crip phones was phones 5 and 6. And that was the Crip phone. Crips had phone 5 and phone 6 was Crips and non-affiliates. But the Crips just took over the phones. You feel me? Took over phones 5 and 6. And it wasn't a form of disrespect. It was so many Bloods. They needed more phones than us. Even though I can't believe that we all black and they went down to the self-hatred and we against each other so much that if I need to talk to my family, I can't use this phone even if nobody else is using it. That's how serious it was. Say it was phone 3 was a Damu phone. If nobody was using phone 3, a Crip or a non-affiliate still could not use that phone because it would have been an issue. And it was mandatory workout. I remember mandatory workouts. I just remember the atmosphere was a lot of different, totally different from when I just left the county jail. It was dangerous. Like, it was people who was not playing. And you can just feel the energy of these dudes who not playing. And I'm gonna end the video right there. 19 minutes long enough. I love y'all. We're gonna come back with part 2.